Hi everyone, this is Teacher Hazetee, and tonight I'm gonna teach you how to use the Blackout Poetry Kit that I gave you. This is a DIY Blackout Poetry. So ayan, Blackout Poetry is also called found poetry, redacted poetry, and erasure poetry. So these are all the terms used to refer to this kind of poetry. Ayan, so as you can see on my sample, pero isa lang yung tinutukoy niya. This is how we create a blackout poetry. Actually, we can create this one out of any kind of text. Okay? Pero for this activity, I chose a literary text para hindi na kayo mahirapan masyado. Kasi pag highly technical, baka mas mahirapan kayo nahanapan ng creative side, yung mga technical texts. So, itong text na binigay ko sa inyo, ayan, magkakaiba kayo ng page na natanggap. Definitely, you will not be working on the same page. Okay? So, ngayon, saan ko kinuha tong page na to? This is actually from Midnight Sun. Yung draft ng Midnight Sun ni Stephanie Meyer. Okay? Ano yung Midnight Sun? Midnight Sun is actually the retelling of Twilight, na book pa rin ni Stephanie Meyer, and ito yung Twilight, yung first book, ang nag-narrate ay si Bella Swan. Okay, so if familiar kayo sa Twilight, kay Edward Cullen and si Bella Swan. So yun, etong Midnight Sun, retelling siya nung book 1, same events, pero ang nagkukwento dito, ang narrator, si Edward. O, di ba, ang saya-saya si Edward. So, ayun. But yeah, feeling ko naman familiar kayo kay Edward and Bella. Kasi hindi naman siya sobrang distant past, 2009 lang naman siya, buhay naman na kayo noon. So, yun. And feeling ko nakakanood rin kayo ng Twilight sa mga free movie sites and yun, yung mga pinapalabas sa TV. Okay? So, yan. Ngayon, ang napunta sa akin, page 144, draft lang to ng Midnight Sun, hindi siya yung talagang ni-release na kopya lately. So, yun. Balik tayo sa instructions. On a bond paper, create a blackout poetry out of the scratch paper. So, ito na yung scratch paper na sinasabi ko. Okay? Be creative with your output. You may use other writing materials other than a permanent marker. Basically, kaya siya tinawag na blackout poetry kasi blackout talaga. Okay? Ang tinitira lang yung words na bubuo dun sa poetry. Okay? So, yun. Kaya siya tinawag na blackout. Ngayon, if walang permanent marker, pwede namang kahit anong black na, kahit pencil nga actually, basta matabunan lang yung words na hindi nyo kailangan, ang mag-stand out lang will be the words that will create the poetry. Ayan, yung magpo-form ng meaning. So, yon. Some others are way more creative than the usual. Ito kasi yung usual. So, some others are very creative with their blackout poetry. May pa-drawing pa. And so hindi na ako gagawa ng ganyang kabongga. I'll just show you yung basic lang. Okay? Kahit ano namang material, basta wag uling. Basta, diba? Yung siguro naman may kayo dyan, ball pen and mga coloring materials. Kahit broken crayons, pwede siya. Okay? So, instructions ulit tayo. For more blackout poetry ideas, please refer to the samples I provided. Each one of you will receive a sheet like this one. 4 agad yung sample para ma-inspire naman kayo. Yun. So, same with the first activity, yung ating magnetic poetry, yung poetry tiles na walang magnet for now. Ayan, you will also be referring to page 55 ng inyong learning module. Because nandun yung rubric and yon, so that you'll know how you will be graded. Start na tayo kasi wala na instructions. Now, let's move on. So, hanap-hanap tayo ng marker. Actually, parang wala akong marker. So,
a few moments later.
So, ayan. Kunin natin yung marker natin dito. Ayokong aksayahin yung marker ko. Gusto ko Sige na nga. Parang gusto ko yung whiteboard kaso mabaho. So, yan. Maybe I'll need...
12 seconds later.
I'll be needing something na pagpapatungan ko, okay? So, make sure that you don't get to vandalize your tables at home, okay? Baka pagalitan tayo pare-pareho ng parents nyo. Sino ba ang teacher na pentel pen na yan? Yun, diba? So, you have to be careful. Ayan, so ito. May patungan tayo yung balat ng bond paper. So, yan. Hanap na tayo ng words na pwede natin pagsimulan. Actually, mas mahirap to kaya ito yung pangalawa. Pero akala mo ang dali niya lang because you have to read the entire text before you can pick the words that you want to form your poetry. Let me use a pencil kasi parang gusto kong i-mark yung words na nakita ko. If you have another strategy that you can think of, pwede naman.
One eternity later.
Basahin ko kaya muna yung text, okay? So let me just read the text for you para makita nyo kung paano mag-iiba yung meaning ng text na to dun sa words na maiiwan. Okay? So maybe that's nice. Sige. Let me read the text. I let the melody lead in a new direction, following it with the bass line. Edward is composing again, Rosalie thought, and her teeth clenched together in fierce resentment. In that moment, she slipped, and I could read all her underlying outrage. I saw why she was in such a poor temper with me, why killing Isabella's Swan had not bothered her conscience at all. With Rosalie, it was always about vanity. The music came to an abrupt halt, and I laughed before I could help myself. A sharp bark of amusement that broke off quickly as I threw my hand over my mouth. Rosalie turned to glare at me, her eyes sparkling with chagrined fury. Emmett and Jasper turned to stare too, and I heard Esme's confusion. Esme was downstairs in a flash, pausing to glance between Rosalie and me. "Don't stop, Edward," Esme encouraged after a strained moment. I started playing again, turning my back on Rosalie while trying very hard to control the grin stretching across my face. She got to her feet and stalked out of the room, more angry than embarrassed, but certainly quite embarrassed. "If you say anything, I will hunt you like a dog." I smothered another laugh. "What's wrong, Rose?" Emmett called after her. Rosalie didn't turn. She continued, back ramrod straight to the garage and then squirmed under her car as if she could bury herself there. "What's that about?" Emmett asked me. "I don't have the faintest idea," I lied. Emmett grumbled, frustrated. "Keep playing," Esme urged. My hands had paused again. I did as she asked, and she came to stand behind me, putting her hands on my shoulders. The song was compelling, but incomplete. I toyed with the bridge, but it didn't seem right somehow. "It's charming. Does it have a name?" Esme asked. "Not yet." So yon, I'm seeing na feeling ko ang pinag-uusapan na dito is yung Bella's Lullaby kasi Edward is playing the piano in the story. Okay? So yon. Yung don't stop is like don't stop playing the piano. Yon. So yon. Now that we know the meaning of the text dun sa page that I got, now it's time to choose the words and then leave them and black out all the rest. So yon. Let's do it. Move ako ng konti so you can see how I work. So I'm seeing now, ayan, the melody is killing me. Parang yun ang gusto ko, me, kaso ang layo ng me. Me, ayan. The melody is killing me. I heard. Minsan, ang mahirap lang dito, minsan may word ka na gusto, pero hindi mo siya mabubuo. Kasi, yun nga, mag-iwan ka lang ng words eh, no? And kung wala yung word na gusto mo dun sa line na susunod, parang ang hirap niya. Feeling ko naman meron na akong nagawa. Sige, yun na, meron na akong home. But I'm quite bothered of the design. May content na ako, pero I'm worried how will it look like kapag na-blackout ko na siya. Oh my gosh, ayoko mag-drawing. Pero ayoko na maging creative. Hindi ako creative. Sige na nga, ititira ko na lang yung words. Ano ba yung sample? So, kapag yun nga, may content kayo pero wala kayong idea, punta kayo dito sa design, sa samples na ginawa ko. Careful lang kasi baka ma-blackout mo yung words na hindi mo dapat i-blackout. So, you need to have presence of mind and yeah, use a pencil nga to mark the words that you want to leave. Paubos na yung ink niya, so I want to do a second run para lang ma-cover lahat ng words. I was thinking of drawing notes, sana music notes ganun, kaso baka mababoy ko lang yung poetry, baka lalong wala akong mai-submit na output. So, yeah. And I only have one sheet to work on. So, kung feeling nyo magkakamali kayo, mag-photocopy na lang kayo, no? Bago kayo mag-work. So, ayan. I'm going to erase now the pencil marks. So, ayan. Here's my work. Hindi lang siya masyadong visible. So, ayan. I'm going to move closer. Hindi pa rin siya kita talaga. Malabo. Draft lang kasi nagtipid na ako ng ink. Yan. Kasi yung order na ink namin hindi pa dumadating. Malabo talaga siya. So, basahin ko na lang, no? And then, picturean ko and then isama ko dun sa video nito. So, yon. Kanina, the meaning was something about playing the piano and Edward's family members telling him not to stop. Okay, so yun yung idea. Ngayon, ito na yung nabuo kong blackout poetry. The melody is killing me, and I heard her, and then paused the song. O, diba? Sakit. Sakit nun. Isa pa. The melody is killing me. And I heard her. And then, paused the song. Sakit, diba? Sakit. So, kung tinigil niya yung song, kung pinos niya yung song, meaning, hindi siya random song na nag-play lang on the radio. It's a song in a playlist. OMG, may meaning na kagad yung poem natin, di ba? Ang saya-saya. So, yun yung nabuo nating poetry. So, ang saya-saya. So, this is actually my first time to create a blackout poetry of my own and to create my own, my own poetry tiles. So, ayan. And I hope that you had fun exploring our poetry activities for this week. So, yung third natin na activity is, ayun, a book cover. On a bond paper, draw a book cover that represents the short story you outlined in week 7, activity 3. So, yun. Pagdodrawing lang kayo ng book cover na magre-represent dun sa kwento na in-outline nyo na last week. So, may outline naman na kayo dun sa previous activity, di ba, yung sa week 7. So, yung characters, yung elements sa story na gusto nyong buuin, siya na yung lilitaw dun sa book cover na i-design. Okay, and may answer sheet naman na pinrovide for you. So, ayan. So, I hope that you had fun with your poetry activities for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, follow my page for updates. Ayan, Teacher Hazetee on Facebook, and that's Hazel Angelyn Tesoro on YouTube. Ayan. So, thank you and see you soon. Keep safe, everyone. Gas and Yumes, I miss you all. Ingat kayo.